Hey listeners, it's Mike here with the Aftershow for our latest episode on Hell Hollow in Voluntown, Connecticut. We just dove into that narration about this swampy, sinkhole-riddled nightmare in the Pachaug State Forest. 500 acres of boggy dread where the ground literally swallows you whole and the air feels thick with whispers. Glowing orbs, ghostly figures, that unsolved 1949 disappearance of Ruth Harlan. Whew, it gave me chills just reading it aloud. If you haven't listened yet, pause this, go back, and strap in. It's peak New England spooky. But now, let's unpack why this story lingers like fog over the Shetucket River. We'll talk relevance in our modern world, some deeper historical digs I did, and oh yeah, that heartbreaking tale of Maud Reynolds and her grave that ties right into the Hollow's cursed vibe. Grab your tea and let's wander into the underbrush. First, the narration nailed the atmosphere. Those deceptive mud pools up to 20 feet deep, dense cedars blocking the sun, rusted 1800s tools bubbling up after a rain. It's no wonder settlers in the 1700s left it untouched while they farmed the rest of Voluntown. Hell Hollow got its name from the hellish terrain, quicksand-like bogs that claimed horses and hunters, turning practical dangers into devilish folklore. And those legends? They start grounded, like Elias Brown's dog vanishing in the 1850s or kids' cries echoing from the mud. But they spiral into the supernatural. Glowing orbs that lead hunters in circles, chants in unknown tongues from the 1960s campers. It's like the Hollow's got its own gravitational pull for the Eerie. That 1923 hunter story, looping back to the trailhead at dawn. Pure disorientation, gold. And Ruth Harlan's basket, tipped over at a sinkhole's edge in 1949, never found her body. State police chalked it up to the terrain, but locals? They blamed a spirit in the muck. It's the kind of unsolved knot that keeps you up at night. What hits me hardest, though, is how this feels so alive today, especially in 2025. We're all about ghost hunting apps and TikTok EVP sessions, right? Hell Hollow's like the original viral haunt. Its isolation and those boardwalk trails draw hikers and paranormal pods every fall. But think deeper. In a world of climate weirding, with floods and sinkholes popping up everywhere, places like this remind us nature's still got teeth. The narration mentions seasonal flooding making exploration risky, and yeah, the Connecticut DEEP slaps fines on off-trail trespassers for good reason. It's a cautionary tale wrapped in mist. Don't mess with the wild, or it'll mess with you. Plus, with mental health chats booming post-pandemic, those sense of dread reports could be the Hollow amplifying anxiety, turning a frog croak into a growl. I saw a 2024 thread on X where hikers shared Hell Hollow anxiety attacks, folks feeling watched, hearts racing in the silence. It's that blur between real peril and the psychological that makes it timeless. Now, let's layer in some extra history I unearthed while prepping. Voluntown's roots go back to 1721, named for Volunteer Town, after soldiers got the land as payment for fighting in King Philip's War. The Pachaug Forest, over 27,000 acres now, was mostly avoided because of the karst formations, underground streams dissolving limestone, creating those sneaky sinkholes. A 1980s geological survey confirmed it, but no answers for the lights or whispers. Records are spotty. A 1905 fire torched Voluntown's town clerk files. So we're piecing together oral histories and artifacts like that berry basket at the Griswold Historical Society. And the native angle? The narration touches on possible Pequot or Mohegan guardian spirits. But I dug into Mohegan tribe archives, no direct ties, though the area's Algonquin roots, Pachaug means bend in the river, fuel ideas of sacred off-limits ground. It's like the land's whispering its own warnings. But here's the gem I couldn't fit into the main episode: the death and grave of little Maud Reynolds. Oh man, this one tugs at the heartstrings and amps the haunt factor. Back in the late 1800s, the Reynolds family, Charles, Mercy, and their kids, farmed a hardscrabble plot right in Hell Hollow. Tragedy struck hard. 3 of their children died young from illnesses like diphtheria or whooping cough, common killers then. The first two were buried in the family plot, but baby Maud, who passed in 1890 at just a few months old, got laid to rest separately in a field across from the homestead, maybe due to frozen ground or some family superstition. Her tiny grave was marked with a simple stone, visible from the house so her grieving mother could always see her. Fast forward to the 20th century, the Great Depression guts the farms in the 1930s, the Reynolds sellout, and the state turns it into Pachaug forest. Vandals and legend chasers desecrate the site, kicking over the stone, spray painting it, even digging around, turning Maud into the Hell Hollow Witch or a screaming ghost girl. Stories exploded. Her spirit wails at night, pulls you into sinkholes if you disrespect her, or appears as a pale figure with glowing eyes. By the 1960s, it got so bad that a relative exhumed her remains and reburied them safely on top of Bear Hill in a family cemetery, with a brick cross over the spot. The original marker stashed in a Voluntown church closet to protect it. Descendants like Maud Reynolds Bourgie have spoken out, calling it a mix of maternal grief and tall tales. Maud was just a sick baby, not a curse. Her unmarked grave off Hell Hollow Road, near the Voluntown-Sterling line, still draws creeps, but it's a poignant reminder. Folklore often twists real pain into monsters. I even found a 2021 Nietzsche article linking it to park mythology, how we profit off these white settler ghost stories while ignoring the land's true history. Ties right into those 1978 cloaked figure sightings or the 2012 family picnic fog, maybe echoes of Maud's unrest. Theories? The orbs are probably swamp gas igniting methane from rot, classic will-o'-the-wisps. Whispers could be wind or foxes, growls from bears. Pachaug's got 'em now. But the self-perpetuating myth? Spot on. Every accident, every lost hiker feeds the beast. A 1995 birdwatcher hearing old dialect chatter? Probably echoes off the trees, but in the hollow, it sounds like ghosts gossiping. Hell Hollow endures because it's that perfect storm. Dangerous beauty, lost lives like Maud's and Ruth's, and our endless hunger for the unknown. The trails tease you to the edge, where sinkholes gape and the river hums. Is it cursed land or just wild New England? I lean toward the latter, but if you're hiking there this fall, stick to the paths, respect the graves, and maybe leave a flower for Maud. Listeners, what do you think? Team Sinkhole or Team Spirits? Drop me a line on X, I'm at Northeast Mystery, or share your quiet corner haunts. If you're near Voluntown, check the Pachaug trails, but watch your step. Thanks for sticking around, folks. Stay curious, stay safe in the hollows.